Hey, what's up? It's your girl Neek, and you're tuned in to Neek at Night. Okay, so in this video or live or whatever, it's just gonna be straight into the point. Like, I'm not gonna drag the video along. I'm not gonna sit and breakdown by breakdown. Initially last night when I seen all the ads, I was like, I'm not gonna watch this video and be interrupted by all of these ads at all. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to download the video because if I watch an hour-long video and if I watch this video, I want to watch this video with an open mind. I don't want to be interrupted. I just want to watch it. So I downloaded the video to my computer so that I can watch it and I could watch it all the way through without any interruptions or whatever like that. I'm not looking at you guys' comments right now. I can't even see them right now. So I'm going to just say what I have to say, and it's going to be that. Pretty much, here's the thing. I think that Damo is a genuinely likable person. She has a dope personality. She's there for her son, and in her eyes, she's doing what's the best. And according to public opinion, that's what the best interest of the child is. And I mean, I understand that. I'm not going to take what she feels she wants to do with her child away from her. That's what she wants to do. However, if I watch something, I'm not going to watch it and not point out things that kind of don't make sense. I believe in, again, like from the very beginning, I've never been even like a Chrissy's fan. Like, I can't even sit through Chrissy's videos. Like, I don't even, like, I have watched her videos since her and Damo have parted, but I don't sit and watch her videos because they don't really interest me. But when I do my videos, I pretty much base my videos on what my personal beliefs are as to it pertains to what's right and what's wrong. In this situation, I understand that the relationship is clear that it did not work out. Is either of them, and again, Chrissy, if she was unhappy in the relationship, there's a lot of things that it could be a lot of shoulda, woulda, couldas in the situation. My whole thing is people are just publicly ostracizing somebody off of somebody's word that has shown and admitted to you that they are willing to lie to you. So I like Damo. I think she's dope. But when a person comes before me and they say, because I watch their channel, I used to watch Damo and Chrissy in the beginning, like when they first started the in vitro, when they first started the whole process, I used to watch their channel. So when somebody comes to shed light on a situation and they say, hey, listen, I want to let you guys all know that I pretty much what she said was that she lied. So all of the videos on their page was an act, right? So everything was an act. I wasn't happy. I was mistreated. This is what was happening. She was staying out. She was cheating on me here. She doesn't care for him here. This happened here. Then I'm like, okay, so if you're willing to lie here, why should I believe you when the focus is not on the child? It's more geared towards the relationship. Everything that she said was about the relationship and not about the child. She said, okay, what I will say is, okay, she didn't have a bond for the first 8 months, if that's the truth, because like I said, I used to watch the videos. And when I watched the videos, I used to think to myself, and I was like, why does Chrissy have the baby more? Like, it's like, why, and it appeared that Chrissy took care of the baby more than Damo did to me when I used to watch the videos. Not saying that that's a fact, because clearly Damo is now saying that all of that, everything that they showed the cameras was a lie. So when I see something, and then when I see somebody tell me it's a lie, then when they tell me something else, I'm gonna be like, okay, so what's the truth? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard if you lied to me here, you lied to me there, and you lied to me there. Okay, so in order for me to decipher what the truth is, I'm a person who would prefer facts. A lot of people were saying, How can she show proof that that she was cheating, or how can she show proof of this? Damo and Chrissy are going back and forth like cats and dogs on the internet and off the internet in text messages. So if Chrissy is out all night or she's out for weeks, you're in a relationship with somebody, they out for weeks, you're not going to text them and be like, where you at? You're not going to text, like, all of this would be easily proven via text. They've already showed certain text. So that's just my thing. My whole thing is, I think that if that's what she chooses to do with her child, then great. That's what she chooses to do with her child. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? My only thing is, I'm not going to be a person that listens and not point out the part that doesn't make sense to me. A lot of the stuff that she said was manipulation and control. Like, a lot of the stuff that she said was like, I was paying attention to the video, and in the beginning of the video, she said, I took to my Twitter and I told everybody that I was going to do this alone. I didn't want to do it with Chrissy. So basically, she's in a relationship with Chrissy. She publicly blasts Chrissy and she says, I'm going to do this by myself. And so Chrissy got backlash. So then, according to her, Chrissy decided to go forward with the situation. So she was happy with that. Like, after, she was happy. And so I kind of was like, okay, was this a situation where you tried to manipulate her into doing what you wanted her to do? And then she's like, when I told her that I was pregnant, she was so happy. She was so excited. I got inseminated. She was happy. She was excited. And then she talked about how Chrissy started to cheat on her, which to me, is that good? No, it's not good to be cheated on. It doesn't feel good to be cheated on. It isn't right to be cheated on. But when the main topic and the issue at hand was the child, that doesn't pertain to how well somebody cares for a child, to me, in my opinion. I don't know. It just, a lot of the stuff just sounded like it just didn't make sense. Like, it just didn't make sense to me. And a lot of people were like, yeah, that's right. Damo said that she doesn't love her. So, wait, no, she said, Damo said that she doesn't love Dominic. That's right, because she should be jumping through all these hoops. She should be, that, to me, that doesn't show that. Like, just because I'm not willing to play your game doesn't mean that I love the child any less. It's like, listen, like, because when I watched it, this is what it looked like to me. It's like, listen, I purposely put up this roadblock, this roadblock, this roadblock, this roadblock. I purposely blocked her here, blocked her here, blocked her here. But because she didn't jump over every hurdle, then that proves that she don't love the child. And to me, that don't prove that. That just proves that you are willing to do certain things to get a reaction out of me. And after so long, I'm not going to keep playing into your reaction. It kept looking like, that's just how it looked like to me. Wait, what? I don't even, somebody said you are too invested in this, but you're on my video. So you're on my video about a situation to see what I think about a situation that you watched, you care about, you have an opinion about, but because my opinion differs yours, I'm too invested. You have a person who is telling you something, so because whatever they tell you, you believe it, and you sit and take the information that this person tells you without thinking with common sense, without thinking with a mind of your own. You take whatever they say, you go and bully a person, you go and bash a person, you go and trash their whole well-being, their whole character, everything. And because you believe them, so you take that information and you bash this person and you talk about them and you degrade them because they chose to cheat. And that makes them this horrible person, and they're just evil and wrong and hurtful and mean. And the person who you're listening to is not taking any accountability for their action. It takes two to tango. If a person cheats, I don't care how much you say, oh, well, people ask me all the time why I let her cheat. Well, or why I stayed. I was dumb. No, you have to take accountability. If you put yourself in certain situations, you have to take accountability. So because you are the person who listens to what they say and just agrees with everything, you're not too invested. Even though the information that you listen to and you agree with, you take it and bash and criticize and judge a person, you're not invested. You're not too invested. But me, because I have a difference of opinion, because I don't agree, I'm too invested. Because I see a situation that doesn't all the way make sense to me, I'm too invested. That don't make sense. You said she did take accountability several times. Her accountability in the video was, people keep saying why, yeah, I watched the full video. Her accountability was, people keep asking me why I stayed. Well, I stayed because, yeah, I take account, like I was weak. No, at some point in the relationship, and this is what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna just leave it at this. Listen, in life, we have to be accountable for our actions, right? If I get myself into a relationship, I am seeking validation from this person. I change everything about me to appease this person. I allow somebody to neglect my child. Somebody, and like I said, y'all don't, a lot of people was like, she never said that she neglected her. Look up the definition. You guys are trying to refute what I say without even knowing definitions of words. That's what she's saying. She didn't say the word neglect, but what she described was neglect. So, anyways, so what was I saying? So at some point, you have to stop blaming another person for things that you have to deep dig down within yourself to cure. Like, what I seen was a person who is very insecure and constantly blames the other person for their insecurities. I watched Damo's story. I followed her story, and from her story, she admitted to having, daddy issues, which I have daddy issues myself. I didn't grow up with a father, so I'm not judging her for her daddy issues, but I understand the role that certain things take. And at some point, you have to look down in yourself and you have to take accountability. Like, listen, is this person, did this person play a part in some of the stuff? Yes. But was I equally accountable for allowing it to happen? Yes. She never took accountability. Everything was, she treated me this way, she treated me this way, she was wrong here, she was wrong here. But all of the mistreatment was things that was Damo's insecurities to me. That's what was her insecurities to me. Like, y'all publicly ostracizing this woman for Damo's insecurities. And that to me doesn't make sense. And a lot of people, they're like, a lot of people, they have been like bullying this girl to no end. And again, I'm not even a Chrissy fan, bro. Like, I'm not even a Chrissy fan, but Damo put out the first video. Y'all wouldn't have known about Mila until Damo put it out, right? Chrissy never posted about Mila. She never tweeted about Mila. She never said that she had a girlfriend, nothing. Damo put that out. So Damo puts out all of her business. So because she comes to the realization and she says, okay, y'all already know about this girl. Y'all already keep bullying me because she said I have this girl. So now that I show you this girl, now I'm wrong. Because this person blasts my business and tells my business. So then I post this girl, I'm wrong. So then Damo continues to put her business more out. So when Chrissy responds and she defends herself, oh no, Chrissy, you're wrong. You better not say nothing. You better not say nothing. It's like she can't even defend herself. She can't even defend herself at all. Someone said, so we're gonna just ignore how bully is Chrissy? How? How? I haven't even been looking at the thread. But anyways, I forget the point I was like, oh, so yeah, y'all basically just taking what she say and running with it. And anytime this girl tries to defend herself, y'all attack her even more. Damo even said in her video, I watched the video and she got all the way to the end of all of these things that she can prove. She can prove all of this. She can prove all of this stuff with text messages. If Chrissy is out all night, if Chrissy is doing this and that, if Chrissy is not taking care of the baby, if Chrissy is doing all that, that would have been text messages. That would have been documentation. All of this stuff she can prove. So after she got through with doing this whole video of things that she could easily prove and show you guys the truth and facts instead of her feeling about things, a lot of it was just, I feel this way, so this is how I feel. So this is what it is. No, just because you feel a way does not mean that that's factual. And so everything was centered and geared towards Mila. She even talked about how people was telling me Mila was on the live. So if this person is going to be around my child, I want to talk to you. I've been wanting to meet you. Mind you, this live was the other day that she was talking about, right? The other day when Damo went on live and she was like exposing Chrissy, saying that Chrissy cheated on her and everything like that, there was people saying that Mila was on the live. So Damo in her video, she says, oh, this person is going to be around my child, so I've been wanting to meet you, so I DM Mila. So I had a conversation with Mila, and in the conversation, Mila and me had words back and forth and blah, 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 blah. But the other day, she had already made up her mind that she wasn't dealing with Chrissy no more. She wasn't letting the baby see Chrissy no more. She had already written Chrissy off out of the baby's life. She made her decision. She's the mom. So at what point is it important to meet Mila at this point? A lot of it did not make sense. This video right here is probably my brain, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like everything that I want to say is not even coming out correctly because it's just a bunch of like, I don't know. But so you mean to tell me I made a decision because this is my child, which she has a right. Y'all saying, you know, this is her child. It ain't the other girl child. She has the right to say what she want to say, whatever. So I come to the agreement that my child is no longer going to be involved in this person's life at all. I go on live to publicly blast the other person. The other person watches my live, but I want to have a conversation with her because you're going to be around a child that you're not going to be around. That don't make sense to me. All of it sounds like just a get back. All of it to me was a get back. Like, I want to get back at her because I feel like my feelings was hurt. So now I want to hurt her feelings. That's what it sounds like to me. It didn't sound like, it just sounded like a get back. Also, she talked about in her video how every time Chrissy posted a video, she was talking about how fine Mila was. She was talking about this and that. She was talking about, all of these things that to me, it just showed the opposite. It just showed the opposite. It showed, you said, if your family or friend has your child, are you pressed to meet their partner? Wait. Oh, you said if your family or friend has your child. No, but Steph and Tasha, so this is the thing. I agree that if you have a person around your child, you want to meet that person. But if I come to the conclusion that I written this person off and this person is no longer going to be in my child's life, why am I still trying to meet the other parent? That's the kind of point that I was trying to make. Not saying that she shouldn't meet Mila, because if Mila is going to be around the child, then she should meet her. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying the parts that don't make sense to me. It doesn't, like, a lot of it that didn't make sense was because it all sounded like she was just using the situation as an excuse to try to get back at Chrissy for the relationship that she's having. Because I feel like I didn't have this relationship with her, I'm going to get back at her for now having this relationship or appearing to have this relationship with somebody else. That's what it sounded like to me. Somebody said, we all see that you're Team Chrissy. No, I'm actually not Team Chrissy. I'm Team what sounds right. It sounded like a lot of manipulation. It sounded like a lot of control. It sounded like a lot of, baseless accusations that had nothing to do with the detriment of the child. The point that I'm trying to make with you guys is you guys are publicly ostracizing this woman for things that are not a detriment to the child. Somebody being cheated on is not a detriment to the well-being of a child. And this whole thing you guys are forgetting is centered around a child. So that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I am team what's right and not team bandwagon of anybody. If this is about a child, this whole thing happened because Chrissy wanted to see Dominic, or the lack thereof. And so this is why everything has been blown out of proportion. So when I watched the video and I didn't see anything that showed that she was a detriment to the child, that raised a lot of red flags to me. That somebody said, Neek, is it right to smoke around a 2-year-old? No, it's not right to smoke around a 2-year-old. It's not right to smoke around children, but it's not been proven that she smokes around him, period. Somebody said, how is her cheating not a detriment? It ruins the family dynamic and rubs off on the child. No. There's a video of her on live smoking. Is she smoking with the child present? Is she smoking with the child present? Is she smoking with the child present? No. She did not. And Ms. Brinson said she should have included what she did wrong in the relationship instead of making it seem like Chrissy was the only one that contributed to the demise. Right. Like, I haven't even been seeing all of y'all responses back and forth. And I didn't even want the video to go this long. You're speaking for Chrissy like you live with her? No, I'm not speaking for Chrissy like I live with her. I'm speaking for the situation with what has been presented. I'm speaking with what was presented. That's all. Somebody said, yes, it is a video of her smoking. Get your receipts together. Is she smoking in front of the child is what I said. I never said that she was not smoking. I said, is she smoking in front of the child? Neek, tell me this. Did you hear Damo say that she tried to meet her because she was going to be in Dominic's life? She said, this is her words. She said, if you're going to be in Dominic's life, I want to meet you. I've been wanting to meet you. This was 2 days ago after she had already agreed that she was not going to be in the child's life. Like, that's the whole thing. I never not once said that Chrissy wasn't smoking. And I never once said that it's okay to smoke in front of a child. What I've always said from the very beginning is, what is she doing in front of the child? Smoking outside of the child being there is not something that is harmful to the child, in my opinion. Like, no. Damo talked about, this is what Damo said in her video. Mila was on her live, and after Mila was on her live, she contacted her via DM and they had a conversation. Damo is talking about the live video that she did 2 days ago or 3 days ago when she blasted Chrissy saying that she was cheating and blasted her and did this long live. That's the video that Damo was talking about. After she had already agreed that she was not going to allow the girl to be present in the child's life. But that's all. I gotta go, y'all. Period.